Your awakening process is consistent, as you have the freedom to see this with a deeper sense of clearness. It is not about a mind projection, it is not about perceptions of how you exist, but an awakening beyond such a state of limitation. Often those that are listening to these transmissions are shocked on how consistent these are, and it is not from a belief that who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light are real. Our existence exists on this planet, and as you see these messages are created daily for you. There is no way to falsify such information to you. There are no copies of information here. There is only a divine passageway. This is how you know that you are ascended beyond the ego, as you are not copying such information and posting it as your own light work, but you are activated enough to see into the depths of your own soul. In unity, then you are conscious enough to know that you have a responsibility to continue to rise your own vibrations, as this is how this whole awakening process is created. Those that are still saying with ego, "Where is my galactic family? I thought they would arrive by now," are not awakened to our presence being in human bodies on this planet now, in assisting you in a graceful way of being. Sure, this body, creating such messages is one of the most advanced in our galactic collective consciousness, and that is how you receive such information, as there is no way to rise your vibrations without putting in years of hard work. Those of our first wave have trained many of those souls who have recently started their light work, including those who have been doing light work for a couple of years. This is deeper than what many souls feel in order to have access to such transmissions in who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians, as there are those who say they are from our galactic communities, and are only starting out their light work. That is in no way to take away from those that are focused on rising their vibrations more. It only means that in creating such messages for you daily, it takes a lot of hard work to do so, spread over many years, over 5 years straight in this lifetime, and many more, still going on. There are those who are going to say with ego, "What? I thought these messages just started like a year ago, a couple of years ago." No, these messages have been spread online, in the forms of books, of messages, in conferences, in seminars for many years. This shows who are only starting out, and then trying to claim to be more advanced when only at the beginning of 1 to 2 years as a second wave. Each of you are honored for your assistance, and you are only asked to realize that we as the first waves brought this whole leadership to start, and set the paths for each of you to lead the way in your own way of being. Now that this is talked about, then the next level is to focus on how each of you are living daily, and in being creative. Those of you that are creating from ego are not on our light team, and still need a lot of work on yourself to ascend more. Those of you that are not creating from ego are not talking about fears in your life, but are releasing fears from your life, as this is how you are able to rise your vibrations even more. There are those that when talking directly to who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light say with ego, "I ascended last week, I am now ready to go into full consciousness," and that is only the start. There is still a lot of work to place into your light missions to rise even more, as in awakening is only the beginning of your light work. It is an error in consciousness to feel that any of our first waves are not more advanced in evolution than the second waves, and third waves, as this is not about comparison. This is about seeing the level of advancement that you are upgraded into the more you create your light work. Those that are recently awakened are able to see those stuck in duality which stick out like a sun on a bright day, and as you see this, those of us as the first waves are able to see who is still in duality, who are the second waves, and who are the third waves. It is all in how you communicate, in how you are monitored from a higher level of reality. in being activated, as this is purely informative for each of you to realize how this evolutionary process is working clearly. Those that are saying with ego, "Brother, can you help me? I don't know about this whole ascension process," are not aware that we are communicating as one voice, not as a brother, not as a sister, not as a child, but as your galactic communities. Our true selves are androgynous in being here, and in sharing with each of you a reality that is not in duality. As you see, as you advance more beyond the need to fight, then those fighting and creating wars are seen as savage to you. This is how this works, as those stuck in duality are going to keep saying with ego, "No one is more advanced than another, that is all ego, get out of your high horse, if all are God, then all are one, and I am just as advanced as a soul as you are." Unfortunately, such souls stuck in the lower realms are not able to see how spiritual advancement works, and there is only a strong sense of opening to seeing beyond those who are holding on to the fear patterns, and only focusing on 3D. Ascending beyond 3D is a main focus. This is not a sight that is not going to happen, but a transformation that is done by your inner merging over many years, to then bring forth a clear existence of such divine truths. As long as you are vibrating beyond duality, then you are advancing more than those who are staying stuck in dualistic natures, as this is how you know that you are evolving more, in your inner merging more with Source. As in seeing with more clarity, then you are not fighting for peace. You are not creating war to have peacefulness, as this is the insanity of your world leaders who bomb women, children, and men daily, and say with ego, "We are fighting the terrorists. We will strike fear into all those who are against us." That is how you are knowing there are those who are still existing as savages, and in removing such a reality is in seeing no more wars from your world, as this is the immediate destiny of your surface world into the higher realms. If this body writing these messages was not ascended, then you would not receive any messages daily, with such clarity. You would not have such hard work and determination representing who we are as one light team. This is about seeing the seriousness that is carried out here, that comes in every area of life here, to then lead the way for those of you that are here to be the leaders of the new earth, to then transform this hell planet on the surface realm, into pure magic, and heaven. You are not here to transform those who are choosing belief systems of fear, and separated natures, as this is not how it works, as you are activated into more of a divine transformative state of being. The Cabal are not able to stop our collective missions to uphold the light, and each of you are encouraged to know that our power is divine, meaning is able to exist beyond all of the threats against our lives, into completion. We stand in a secure reality. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.